All right, a lot of questions. Okay, so I just pinged it on the Telegram public channel that uh, Maruti, I just gave an update on Maruti Suzuki India. Okay, that particular stock that if you would have followed my latest YouTube video on volume profile trading, you would have got a beautiful entry in Maruti at 5030, and it is trading at 5199 now, and the high made till now is 5209.60 rupees. Okay, so this by seeing this, I got a lot of pings as to what was your previous video, why did you ask us to go long at 5030 and stuff like that. So I thought of going ahead and making a video. The market is live right now, so the time right now, as you can see on the lower right corner, it is 2:16 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Okay, 2:16 in the afternoon. So I thought of making a quick video and explain you the technicals, how to read the chart of volume profile so that it can be helpful to you. Okay, so let me bring in the volume profile chart for Maruti here. Just a moment. Let me take it up and let me bring in Maruti. So this is Maruti India Suzuki, guys. Okay, so this is how the move has been happening since morning. Okay, so this guy, I mean, started at around 4790, and the high made was 5209.60, a huge move. Okay, now first thing first, this is the 15 minutes chart for Maruti. Okay, you can see here on the left top corner, 15 minutes chart we are following here. So if you are trading with volume profile, I have mentioned it in the previous video that the time frame that you should be using for intraday trading is 15 minutes. Okay, second thing is I'll just repeat some really important points that I have discussed in the previous video so that you can catch it up again. Okay, so that was about the time frame. It has to be a 15 minutes time frame. Second thing is the POC. The red lines that you see here are the POC of the previous days. Okay, so this red line is the POC of yesterday. This red line is the POC of day before yesterday. This red line is the POC of the day earlier to that. Okay, and this red line that you see here is the POC for today. And as I have already mentioned, the POC of today will not be static. It will keep moving here and there according to the volume and price. Okay, so this was the explanation about the POC. Next important thing that you need to take care is that you need to make sure that you extend the POC line of the previous days towards the right hand side of the chart. Okay, and how do you do that? You go to the settings and you need to click on this particular checkbox which reads extend POC right. Okay, so if you click on that particular checkbox, what it will do is it will extend the POCs of the previous days towards the right hand side of the chart. Okay, and the next question is, why do we extend the POCs? The reason why we extend the POCs is because they work as beautiful support and resistances, and depending on those supports and resistances, you will decide when to make an entry in your trade. Okay, so these are the important points that I just summed up. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now let's make it a bit bigger, the chart. Let's make it a bit bigger, and let me start the explanation of how to decide your entries. Okay, once I explain it, what I will do is I will go ahead and replay this particular replay today's move. Okay, so that you can get a feel of the live market. Okay, and yeah, and then we'll take it up. Okay, so let me explain the technicals right now. Okay, so the day started. This is the first 15 minutes candle for today, that is 9th of April. Okay, and from here, the moment it started, you can very well say that, okay, the POC of yesterday is working as a good support here. Okay, so unless and until the POC, this is the red line, this is the POC of yesterday. Okay, so unless and until this POC is breached in the downward direction, we will consider Maruti Suzuki India to be bullish. Okay, now one fine difference that you need to note here is anticipating the stock to be bullish is one thing, and making a live trade entry is a completely different thing. Okay, just because you get some 3 4 green candles here does not mean that you can make a long entry and you know, earn some money out there. No, that is not how we trade. Okay, if you remember the rules, if a particular stock is going up, let's say a particular stock is really, really bullish, okay, and it is going up continuously, will you take an entry when it is moving up? Will you take an entry? The answer is no. So the next question comes up, when should I take the entry? You should take the entry when it retraces down and again starts moving up. Okay, so what I mean is here, if you can see here, Maruti is moving up continuously, then retraced back, took a support at the POC, and then again started moving up. So either you take the entry at the 11 o'clock candle or you take the entry at the 11:15 candle. That is how a day trader should trade. If a stock is going up continuously, you do not take up the trade at that situation. You have to be patient enough as a day trader to wait for that particular stock to come down, and then when it again moves up, that is the time when you take the entry. Okay, so this is one of the hint of how you become a successful day trader. If you want to become a successful day trader, it is mandatory for you to be having a lot of patience. You need to have a lot of patience. Okay, so from 9:15 till 11 o'clock, if you have the patience to wait for from 9:15 till 11 o'clock, then you will be rewarded accordingly. Okay, so that is all about being a good trader. Now getting back to the chart. Okay, so this green candle is the first 15 minutes candle for today, that is 9th of April 2020. Okay, so by seeing the first green candle, obviously you get a sense that okay, Maruti is in a bullish mood right now. Okay, and the second thing that you should notice is the previous day's POC. So the previous day's POC is acting as a support. Okay, but at 9:15 or at 9:30, it is not the right time to decide and make an entry in your trade. Okay, as I always say, you have to always wait for 9:30 or 9:45 or 10 o'clock, whatever it is. Okay, you have to wait till then, because those are the times when you will get a fair idea of where the stock might move for the rest of the day. Okay, now remember, when I say rest of the day, I don't mean that at 10 o'clock, if you see that Maruti is moving up, then you cannot anticipate that till 3:15 in the afternoon it will keep moving up. No, I'm talking about I'm talking about making an entry at the right time and not being greedy and booking your profits at the right time. Okay, so yeah, so 9:15 it gave a green candle. 9:30 also it gave a solid green candle. 9:45 also it gave a solid green candle. So can you make an entry in any of these green candles? The answer is no. Why? Because we should never catch a running train. Okay, so if the stock is moving up, let it move up. You have to wait for the situation where it will retrace and then again start moving up, and that is the time when you take your long entry. That is here. Okay, so the first three candles are solid green candles, which tells you that the situation is quite dangerous and it has already moved up a lot. So you cannot really take an entry, because if it starts retracing, you will not be able to control your losses and your stop loss hit is for sure. Okay, so you have to wait for the retracement to happen. Now, this candle is a red candle. The 10 o'clock candle, 10 a.m. candle is a red candle. So can I consider this red candle to be a retracement candle? The simple answer is no. Why? Because see the amount of movement that it has given. Okay, right from if you round it up from 4800 to 5000. Okay, it is a huge move. And if you compare this red candle with this huge move, it does not actually satisfy me that it might be a retracement candle. Okay, I cannot agree to that. Okay, because if the move is so big, the retracement has to be at least 1 to 2 to 3 red candles. Okay, it has to cover around 70 to 80 to 100 points in the retracement, right? So this red candle is not good enough to be considered as a retracement candle. Okay, so again, the next candle is a 10:15 candle, which again retraced. Then came this particular 10:30 candle, which is red. 10:45 candle, which is again red, and then comes the 11 o'clock candle, which tells you that it is taking a perfect support at the POC line, and this is the time when you can initiate your long entry. Okay, 5030 is somewhere here. Okay, so this is the exact point where you can take a long entry. Now remember, either you can take the entry at the 11 o'clock candle, or you can take the entry at 11:15 candle. Okay, every trader is different. Okay, some traders will be aggressive and they will take the entry at 11 o'clock candle. Like if I take my example, I will take the entry at the 11 o'clock candle. Okay, but at the same time, there will be other traders who will be safe traders. So they will wait for this candle to close, and when the 11:15 candle starts, they will take an entry. So in both the cases, 5030 would be a proper long entry for today. Okay, so you take an entry here and then you see the move. You can easily expect 70 to 80 points because it is a 5,000 rupees script. Okay, and as I always say, aim for 1% of the move. Okay, aim for 1% of the script price. So if you are trading a 5,000 rupees script, 1% move of it would be 50 rupees. Okay, but nowadays, because of the volatility, a 5,000 rupees script giving a 100, 200, 300 rupees move is nothing. Okay, that is why I said you would have aimed for 70 to 80 rupees move. Okay, the same thing I have done. If I show you my Telegram, the profit that I made was 9,024 rupees. Let's round it up to 9,000 rupees. Okay, the number of shares I was trading with was 100. Okay, so how much points did I catch? I caught easily 90 points, right? 100 shares, 90 points profit comes to 9,000 rupees profit. Okay, so I hope you understand here what I just said. Okay, so this is the way you should have taken the entry. Okay, now I am explaining this on an offline chart. Though the market is live right now, it is 14:28 here, right bottom corner you can see, right? It is 2:28 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So the market is live right now. You can also see the prices differing here: 5160, 5162, 5160 again. So you can see the prices differing here. So it is a live market, okay? But the explanation that I gave the explanation on the candles which has already formed, so it might not be more clearer to you guys, to some of the guys. So what we will do is we will go ahead and replay the candlesticks so that you get the live feel of the live market. Okay, so let's go ahead and set our replay to yesterday at around 3 o'clock. Okay, and let me play it. I will keep explaining stuffs and I will keep pausing the video. Okay, so I just played it. So this is yesterday's candle that you see. We don't have to care about that. I'll start the explanation from today's candle. Okay. So this is the first 15 minutes candle for today. That is 9:15 candle. Okay. By seeing this candle, what do you anticipate? You clearly anticipate that POC the candlestick closed above the POC, which means that Maruti is bullish. That is point number one. Point number two that you should be marking is that yesterday's POC line is acting as a support, right? So unless and until yesterday's POC line is breached and the stocks comes down, we will consider Maruti Suzuki India to be in a bullish mood. Okay, so these are the 2 points that you should be marking. Now the next candle. Have a look at the POC. Okay, see the next candle again, a big green candle. This candle also closed above the POC. So we are still in the thought process that Maruti Suzuki is in a bullish mood. Now again, remember, as I said earlier, anticipating the move and taking up a live trade are two completely different things. So we are not taking up the trade right now. We need to wait for this guy to move up. We need to patiently wait till the point it moves up, then when it retraces down, and then when it again starts moving up, that is the point where we will take the long entry. Okay, so moving on to the next candle. third candle, again, closed above the POC. Okay, and the time right now is, this is the 9:45 candle. So by the time it closes, it will be 10 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So by 10 a.m., we know that Maruti is still bullish. And right now, what we are doing as a day trader is we are waiting for a point where we can take an entry. Okay, and to get that particular point, we are waiting for a retracement to happen. Okay, I'm playing it again. Fourth candle. This is the fourth candle. Okay, you saw the POC here. POC was somewhere here. It moved to here now. Now, this 10 o'clock candle is a red candle, but where did it close? It closed above the POC, right? So till now, Maruti is bullish. Okay, but can we consider this particular red candle as a retracement candle? The simple answer is no. Why? Because seeing the previous three candles, okay, it moved from 4800 to 5000. It is a huge move. Okay, so seeing that particular huge move, this retracement, this red candle cannot be considered as a retracement candle because the amount of points it came down is very less. So we need some more retracement to be happening. Okay, so let me play it. So the next candle, let's see what happens. So the next candle is again a huge green candle. Okay, and it closed above the POC. So now you would question me that, Mangal, if I would have taken an entry in this candle, I would have like easily gained around 5020 to 5090. I would have easily gained like 70 points in a single candle. Okay, so why did not you allow, or why did not you suggest us to take an entry at this particular red candle? Well, that is not how a day trader should be trading. You do not trade on guesses. Okay, as I said, seeing these three green candles, this particular red candle is a very small retracement. We would need at least 2 to 3 red candles to be sure about the retracement. And those red candles have to take a support at the POC and then start moving up. That would be the point where we take the long entry. Now remember guys, I'm repeating. I know that I'm repeating the same thing again and again, but it is important. It is very important for you guys to take it inside your head where to make the entries. You cannot make a wrong entry because in day trading, your entry is everything. You take the wrong entry, everything gets screwed up. You take the right entry, you get a right stop loss, you get the right amount of time to wait to book your profits, and everything goes well. And similarly, you take a wrong entry, everything gets screwed up. Your stop losses get screwed up, your everything gets screwed up. Okay, so it is very important to wait. Be very patient while trading. It is very important to wait for the right time, for the right point to make your entry. Okay, so that would be the explanation why I did not suggest you to take an entry at this red candle. Okay, because again, just to repeat, this retracement is very small as compared to these three candle moves. Okay, so we will wait further. Let me play it again. Now comes the next candle. Okay, this is the next candle. So this is the 10:30 a.m. candle. So this is not exactly a doji because we see a red body here. Okay, now I will not get into the stuffs wherein I have to explain what is a doji and what is not. This is not the scope of this particular video, but one thing which you should be knowing is this is not a doji. This is very close to a doji candle, but this is not a doji because we clearly see a red body in this particular candle. So this is not a doji. Okay, so let's move on to the next candle. The next candle is again a red candle. Okay, now it is a red candle, but see where is it closing? It closed exactly above the POC line. Did it cross the POC line and close below it? No. It closed above the POC line, or you can say it closed on the POC line, whatever it may be. But the base point is Maruti is still bullish. Okay, now the next candle. This is the next candle. So this next candle by seeing this next candle, now you should get a fair amount of idea that, boss, the buyers are not ready to settle at a lower cost. Okay, because this candle, which looks like a doji, the 1030 candle, the sellers tried to push the prices in the downward direction. The same happened in the 1045 candle also. And the same happened in the 11 o'clock candle also, right? The sellers tried to push the prices down. But by the time the candle closed, it was above the POC line, which tells you that the bulls are not ready to be suppressed. The bulls are not ready to accept a lower price. And that is the reason why the bulls are again pushing the prices up. Okay, so this candle, the 11 o'clock candle closure, should give you the confirmation that you can initiate a long trade. Okay, so the moment the 11:15 candle opens up, you can take a long position. That is point number one. Reason one why you can initiate a long position at the 11:15 candle. Point number two is it has given you a good retracement, right? So the high of this candle is approximately 5120 and it retraced down to, let's take it 5000. Okay, so 5000 to 5120, it is a 120 rupees retracement that it has made. Okay, and by seeing the stock price, depending on your experience, you can consider this to be a retracement scenario. Okay, so it retraced from here to here, and here the bulls are again, pushing the stock price in the upward direction. Okay, so the moment it is 11:15, you take a long entry. Okay, so let me play it again. Okay, so this is the end of the 11:15 candle. I had instructed you to take an entry at 5030, right? Somewhere here. So either you can take the entry at 11 o'clock candle or you take the entry at the 11:15 candle. 5030 was a good price to be traded. Okay, so and then since it is a 5000 rupees script, I always target on 1% move. So for a 5000 rupees script, you can aim for around 50 rupees. Okay, so if your entry is around 5030, you can expect booking your profits at around 5080. Okay, but by seeing the volatility of the market, okay, a 5000 rupees script can give easily 150 or 200 points profit. Okay, but as I say, day trading is all about not being greedy. Okay, so even if you are not satisfied with 50 points, make it as 70 to 80 points. Okay, even I made it, right? If I show you my profit here, I was trading with 100 shares and I booked a 9000 rupees profit, which means that I caught 90 points, right? So basically on a basically I aim for a 1% profit target. Okay, but if the volatility is more, if the volume is more and the move are really good, then we can increase it to 1.5% or 1.75% or whatever it is. Okay, so I increased my profit aim from 50 rupees to 90 rupees. I booked it at 90 rupees. Okay, so let's play it again and let's see how the move is happening. I will not pause the video anymore. Just have a look on the POC how it is behaving. Okay, till unless and until the POC is breached in the downward direction, we are bullish. See, the POC is not being breached in any of the candlesticks. All the candlesticks are closing above the POC and they are trading above the POC. Okay, so the time right now is 2:40 p.m. Let it take us to the live market. Let it continue. Okay. So yeah, so the replay is done. Okay, the replay is over and we are back to the live market right now. And right now, Maruti is trading at 5192.90. Okay, so imagine you take your entry at 5030. You can very well imagine how much profits you would have made. Okay, so this is the exact way how you should analyze the charts technically using the volume profile. Okay, just to remind you guys again, just volume profile will not be sufficient, though it is meeting all the good things in this particular script. But I would always suggest you to bring in some other technicals as well, which are strong enough to support the long decision here. Okay, so this is how you use it, guys, and this is the exact reason why I had mentioned that if you would have taken an entry at 5030, you would have been in awesome profits. Okay, so this is what I just wanted to make a quick video on. I hope it was very clear as to how to use the technicals, how to use volume profile, how to make use of the POC as a support or as a resistance and stuff like that. Okay, so right now the time is 2:41, as you can see here, and I do not see any reason why this particular script should not go up further, right? It has all the swag, it has all the conditions to go up further. But as you can see here, since 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it is completely range bound, right? So if you draw a line here, not this line, let me take this off, and this one, yeah. So if you have a look here, it is completely range bound since 1 o'clock. So this is how the range looks like right now, right? So if it breaches the day's high, it will fly up again. Okay, or else the first condition is if it breaches this particular range, it will move up. Second condition is it can be in this range till the end of the market. And the third condition is if this particular red line is breached, then it might fall as well. Okay, but more are the chances that it will go up because market is bullish right now. Okay, so this is how you read the technicals. This is how you analyze the technicals, guys. Okay, and yeah, that is what I wanted to share. I hope it is clear now because I've explained it on a live market. So I hope that was helpful, and you all have a good day ahead. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your time and patience, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.